Kristen, thank you. Well, more from a story we first brought you on Saturday. A fire alarm going off for 7 hours in one Springfield apartment complex, forcing residents to leave their homes just to get away from the sound. Western Mass News reporter Paris Dunford joins us live with what she learned about this situation. Paris.
Mary, we spoke with Springfield firefighters who say those residents had no choice but to wait for their property manager. They tell me that if those residents tried to stop the fire alarm themselves, they could have faced criminal charges.
This was the sound Pine Street apartment residents had to listen to for almost 7 hours on Saturday night. We caught up with one resident that night as she desperately tried to get away from the noise.
The sound is annoying. Right now, I have a headache, like a migraine, because it's the sound. It's so loud.
Springfield Fire Department Captain PIEMONTE tells us they were dispatched to the apartment complex after smoke from one resident's kitchen set off the alarm.
Arriving companies found the situation to be that there was somebody cooking it and it activated the alarm system. So after they investigated and determined there was no fire hazard, they notified our dispatch to notify the property manager.
They got there around 4 p.m. and residents say they didn't get relief from the sound until about 10 p.m. We learned from PIEMONTE that the residents and even the firefighters could have been criminally charged if they tried to stop the alarm themselves.
If a tenant or somebody in the building decides to try and silence the alarm system themselves or disable an audible alarm, they can be prosecuted under Section 32 of the Mass General Law.
Tenants tell Western Mass News they called the emergency number after hours call answering service to try and get the issue resolved. We spoke with the executive director of the Springfield Housing Authority, Denise Jordan. She tells us the after hours call answering service called the property manager who was out of town with no service. She says as soon as the property manager got service, she called the maintenance team and someone was there right away.
Jordan also says they've updated the information for both the on-call answering service and the fire department to include more people to hopefully prevent this from ever happening again. Reporting live, Paris Dunford for Western Mass News.